Hey YouTube, it is Easy Prepper 101. Today I want to talk about something that I'm kind of seeing a pattern of talking with family, friends, neighbors, and even seeing people posting on Instagram, and even people who are kind of maybe new to prepping, or just people trying to prepare, for any, natural disasters from like winter storms, tornadoes, or earthquakes. Is I see a lot of people, getting excited, going to Costco or Sam Clubs and buying a 10 or 25-pound bag of rice or pasta or beans, and then putting them in like the Mylar bags that I use and a lot of people use, because that's going to help preserve it for at least about a good 25 years, depending on which one you're going to be using. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. It's great to see people doing that. And the one thing is that I do see people kind of starting to do is kind of starting to maybe get their seasonings down, like I did a video on. And if you want to see that video, I'll put that down below. And if you do want to order anything from Wallaby, there'll be a code in there, kind of save you some money for that. But, putting the stuff in those Mylar bags are great to have. But then when I ask them what type of protein do they have, and they just look at me like a deer in headlight and they go, "What do you mean?" And this is the example that I'm showing you here, is either like canned food or even stuff that's dehydrated. And I asked him, I said, you can go to Costco and get this 6-pack here of canned chicken for about 13, 15 bucks, depending on if they have a deal going on. And these will last for a couple years, which is really great. And having chicken breast is really good. Now, the one thing that me and my wife really love is the Keystone brand, because as you can see, they have two different sizes. They have the big size here and they have the smaller size. And these are the 4 different options that you have: beef, pork, turkey, and chicken. Now, the bigger cans, you're gonna be able to feed a lot more people. So if you're a family of 4, this is probably the bigger can is what you're gonna wanna go. You can go to the smaller can if it's a family of 2. You're gonna be able to save some money, and you might be able to get 2 almost for the price of 1, depending on what you're gonna buy. Now, I have a friend that we talk a couple times a week about, different items to keep, hey, what are we prepping? What are you thinking? What are you doing? And the one thing that was hard to find was the beef one, because there was a big run on beef that you could not get beef and even pork, but you can get turkey and chicken all day long. But we started to see that the beef and the pork is starting to come back. So think about using Keystone. Now, the one thing with Keystone that me and my wife do is we love buying these, and we have quite a few of them, is that once a month, my wife will will make a dish of supplies that we have with the seasonings, either using the beef, pork, turkey, or chicken. And that's either using rice, pasta, or beans, and any of the seasonings. So it's kind of like a dry run, which is something I think what you want to do if you're going to be, stocking these items. Come up with your own little cookbook of what was a good dish, what wasn't a good dish, and figure it out. Because, in a crisis situation, you don't want to be flying by the seat of your pants trying to come up with a meal of what's going to work. So I recommend doing that. Now, if you don't want to go buy the cans of stuff, then the best option is, I'll at least show this here. This is the white chicken dice, and this is dehydrated, and this is by Valley Foods. Valley Foods, this chicken will last for 25 years, and one thing I love about it, has the Ziploc bag right there. So once you open it, you can zip it up, and you'll be able to use it. So getting dehydrated food, either like the chicken or beef or pork or any of that stuff, is something you're definitely going to want to have, because the shelf life for these is about 5-6 years. This is 25 years. So it's one of those things where you can either buy it and forget about and not have to worry about it, because you have 25 years. Now, the one thing you're going to want to do is just make sure you want to have variety of like the chicken and the beef. But in the end, you're going to want to make sure that you are trying to make sure you have protein besides having your rice, your pasta, and anything else out there. So I just kind of want to get this out to you guys, because I know things get crazy when we start, maybe, if you might 1 month, you might prep hard on getting food. The next month, you might prep hard on getting medical supplies. The next month, you might prep hard on getting, some gear that you maybe need. And it's a vicious cycle. It's a circle we keep going. But the one thing is, if you're able to, like what me and my wife do, we have a checklist where at least once, a month, we're at least buying some of these items besides our normal medical and anything else we're trying to help for that rainy day we might come to. So just want to give you guys my 2 cents and kind of what I'm seeing out there. Let me know if you're kind of seeing it too, and write in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. So, but that's it. Going to wrap this video up for you guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you guys down the road.